Hello everyone and welcome to my second ever farming simulator mod review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the jd3400 pack, the Lizard f10 series and the MF industrial utility tractors. Which one do you think is going to take up most time? You don't get a prize for guessing right. So we're going to start at the back. This is basically a 10 series of Fords, as I'm sure you can tell, but it's not quite the same as the previous one which came out, the Lizard 10 series. It has different options and as you can see it is a different mod. I think it's designed based on, well, it's not forestry, I can tell you that, because of the 1000 series dashboard. I believe this is pre-Force 10 series, and I think some of these versions might be for different countries other than the UK. So here we've got the 6610 with the standard engine block, the battery on the outside, and a cover over here, which, come over here, you can see you can have without, and you can change the engine block. I've got almost every option here. You can have two-wheel drive like this, four-wheel drive here. There is a cabin, but I don't think it's very original looking. This is a front loader bracket, this is the front loader. It's a bit odd, to be honest. I've never actually used this pack before. It's stuck. It just accelerates itself. I'm not, if I had a face cam, I would prove to you I am not pressing the accelerator. You can see because it's slow winding itself down, so it has no engine braking. This is the front loader. It is a bit odd. The attachments for it are also a bit odd. It might be a real thing. I've not done research into it, so I don't know how realistic this mod is. But it's definitely not forestry as it says on the side. You have the option 6610 turbo, two-wheel drive, 6610, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and those both in turbo. You can have this front guard. I don't remember how heavy these weights were, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 front weights, canopy, cabin, or nothing. Front loader bracket and front loader, and then and the 7810, sorry, and a 6600, which is pretty much, this is the only option for this one. This is the reason I download this pack, to be honest, because it's very, I think it's the one that's just after 1000 series. I do quite like the 1000 series of Fords. They are very nice. I don't know how realistic these mods are, but I'm sure anyone who knows about these Ford tractors can say in the comments. These are decent mods. There are some inaccuracies I can tell from the front grille, but I'm not gonna hate on that because I know that 3D modelling is not easy and farm sim modding is not easy. So next mod we're moving on to is the jd3400 pack, which is this telehandler, jd3400. Now you may think I've coloured it yellow to blend it in with these tractors. In reality, I've coloured it yellow to display it as what it really is, especially for you John Deere fans. This is a Mapro TS280, but now this isn't against modder, this is John Deere. When Mapro, a British telehandler company, who you probably haven't heard of, went out of business, John Deere bought the design rights, and that's where their telehandlers come from. Which is also why, if I hop into this, I don't know how much this particular model shares, but I know the 4000 series of John Deere telehandlers, I think were actually made by Mapro, and they were just repainted Mapros. But as you can see on here, you've got a beefed up version of the pin and cone system. Pin and cone. I don't know if this actually attaches to other attachments, but in the pack is pallet fork, a silage leveler, 3-point linkage adapter, cutter support, whatever that is. Oh, is that for... Oh, that's for headers. Why do you want a header on a telehandler? Not entirely sure. You can have it. And a universal bucket, which is all pin and cone. This is a bit of an odd pin and cone system. Normally it's just 2 half circles on top instead of this system, but I guess John Deere made it like that. I don't know how realistic this is. As I say, the cab looks very detailed. It still has the Mapro colour scheme on the inside. You can get this in green and yellow. I don't know about other colours, hold on. Green, yellow, forest green and black. The wheels can be black or yellow, and the implements can be green, black, forest green or yellow. You can have a trailer hitch, as I have here. Beacon is an option. I think you can have different types of beacon. Yes. You can have a square one, or different types of circle ones, or flat. Lots of different beacons, and the warning triangle is also an option. It doesn't sound like a Mapro. As I said, I don't actually know how much DNA these particular ones share with the Mapros. And you may have noticed I'm going a bit quicker pace than I do in most of my videos, including my last and first mod review. This is because I have a lot to showcase in the Massey Ferguson industrial utility tractors. If you're searching for this, it is the abbreviation of Massey Ferguson. It is MF. So starting off, we have the industrial FE35 by Ferguson. Here I have the industrial fenders, which are optional, and the bumper, which is also optional. It is a 4-cylinder tractor, which you can tell because the exhaust comes down from the right hand side. That's how you tell on these tractors. Now I believe industrial 35s in real life are all 4 cylinders. I may be wrong, correct me in the comments if I am. Which should mean all these exhausts should be on the right hand side from the driver's perspective, but they are not. The same for the, well, I don't know about the 205 and 203 tractors, but I know our 207, I believe it is, has it on the, oh no, it is on the left hand side, isn't it? I thought, oh, but it's not got the right engine in it, R1, my one, which is what this one is based off. That's got a 3-cylinder swapped engine in it. So back to the FE35. It sounds like the regular one from the MF Classics pack, which I reviewed a while ago when it first came out for this game. The only difference is with every tractor in this pack, it sounds different when you get to full RPM, as you can hear. And of course the 35 never reaches full RPM in top gear, which I do not believe is realistic. I've never tried it, but I believe it will get there in real life. But that is a bit nitpicky on the mod maker, and as I said, making mods is difficult. Now the model of this engine does appear to be a 4-cylinder length and size. In fact, all these tractors do. I believe they look longer. I don't know if they actually are. MS Ferguson Small Classics. I'll just go for the regular 35. Maybe they aren't. No, I thought they did. Maybe it's just because it's in a game and not in real life. The scaling looks different. So here we've got the industrial 35 with the ROPS option, rollover protection system, a roll bar from most people, 3-cylinder engine. As I say, I don't know if they did come with 3 cylinders. I thought most of them, if not all of them, were 4 cylinders. But the same with this, sounds same as the regular 35 until you get to full RPM, and that makes 4-cylinder noises, this is probably taken from a real 4-cylinder Massey or Perkins engine, I believe. I think it's Perkins they put in these still. This is the 35X, not much difference, just a little bit more power. It's the later version obviously, so fenders come down further and your footplate comes out further, so you don't get dragged down in the wheels. You can have the usual options on the drawbar, which is swinging drawbar or a pickup hitch. Now over to the 205, which is very realistic looking. I'm comparing this to our digger, which is not a whole tractor. It's not a 205. This one only has 2 gears. Interestingly, it reaches 20 miles an hour. I don't know how realistic that is, but it does look realistic to our one in real life, my one in real life. The exhaust comes out left. I don't know if they did real life on these as standard, but it does have all the hydraulics here for the various systems you'd have, and this is for the dumper trailer, which you can either have regular or gooseneck, and you can change the wheel colours too, but I don't think that's too important. There, you do have to change the options to have that attacher to attach this trailer with this hitch and configuration on it, which will remove your 3-point linkage and drawbar, and you will only be able to tow this trailer with it. Now on to the 203, which I've based off of our digger in real life, which has the systematic front loader, but it comes in yellow with this pack. This bucket is not part of the pack, it is from the Hexline 1050 pack. I just picked it because it is the bucket most similar to the one we have on ours in real life. Now this one sounds more 35ish than the other one, and actually has 3 gears. So it uses the same gearbox as ours, and as the 35 would. It reaches, what's its top speed? Hold on. Top speed is 16 miles an hour. 1 mile an hour quicker than 35, which just shows that it probably is the same gearbox. And the sounds between this and the 205 are actually different, if you listen closely, which shows added realism and extra effort put in. The outside does look very realistic as well, as I say, to ours, which I'll put a picture on screen so you can compare. Yeah, I'll even drop the bucket. So, I think ours does have a different loader. I don't think it has a systematic, and I think the front grille is slightly different. But yeah, and this is just a, I think it's, what's the pack called? Lizard rear platform. I just added that as extra weight for the loader. Now moving on to the 20D. No, gone too far, skipped some. What is this? This is the 205X, which I assume is industrial equivalent. No, it's like, the 35 and 35X, I'm assuming. Sounds about the same, I think. I don't know the difference. Maybe this one has more horsepower. 205 has 45 horsepower. 205X has 45 horsepower. I do not know the difference. It changed. The 205X changes the pedals, I believe, or at least the footplate. If I bring it over here to the other 205, nope, looks the same. I have not done very much research on this, by the way. I do not know the difference between the X and the other one. Doesn't have these pipes, but I believe they are for tipping the trailer. Another realistic feature I have just noticed is it has the old-fashioned dump hose. My Ferguson T20 has this. It's not a very good system, but it's what they had back in the day. And next we have the 2203, which probably has the same horsepower. Ooh, 1 extra horsepower. Yeah, 1 extra horsepower. It sounds different, I think. It has a speedometer and a RPM gauge, which I don't believe I noticed on the other one. Nope, the other ones did not. And it's got the 100 series dashboard. So I'm guessing this version was brought out when the 100 series was brought out. In the late 1960s, I believe. I'm not up to date on the years of industrial masses. I'm afraid I do not know much about them. This is the 2205, which I'm guessing is pretty much the same as the 205. This is the 40, which is very similar. I'm guessing just a later version. This one, I believe this mod was in FS17 along with the last tractor we are going to take a look at. I believe difference between the 203 and 205 versions is the pedals and the gearbox, because this one only has 2 gears, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, but the 203 has 3 gears like a 35. Then there is that's another 40. Instant reverse. I don't know what that means. Did it just shift into reverse quicker? Huh? That pedal's moving, so maybe it was just that pedal puts it in reverse? Because the gear stick isn't actually moving, is it? Not entirely sure on that one. Then the 2135 US version, which is the industrial version of the 135 tractor. I believe this one sounds different, not entirely sure. These sounds are kind of merging all into each other at this point. I believe you can get flat top fenders on this if it is similar to the 35 version. Oh, I've missed a model. The 203X, which I've put these industrial fenders on, and these are the road tyres, which look a lot like lorry tyres, as well as loads of bracket, and this is the towing hitch, I believe, which gives you 3 different layers of place to put hitches. I don't know what you'd use that for in real life. This is the 2135, which was creatively named and creatively painted. I do not know if this came before or after that one over there, but this is a lot more obviously a 35. Looking at the pedals and the paint job, I believe it's a repainted version with a speedometer slapped onto the dash, which is separate to the RPM gauge, whereas on a standard 135 and 35 it would be implemented based on the RPM of the engine. Then you've got the UK 20? No, US 20. What was that one? I'm forgetting these numbers now. That was a 40. And that was a... These are getting confusing. Do not know the difference, to be honest. This is the UK one. I think the only difference is the looks. This one has lights on the front. This isn't. This is the front grille option. You can pick to have that on any of these. And now on to the 200, which I believe is a later version of all the other ones we have looked at. I believe it is the same, pretty much, to actually use in game, so I'm not going to drive it to save time. I will not be editing this video, also you might have noticed, because I want to get this up quickly, share my thoughts, before I procrastinate this and these become old news. This is another 200, but I put the ROPS on it, and road tyres and manual shuttle. What do you mean manual shuttle? Oh, that lever on the left hand side is the reverse. Oh, did the instant reverse was... Which one had instant reverse? Instant reverse, did that have it? No. Well, I'm not entirely sure what is happening there. This one has, on the left, as you can see, a shuttle. For forward and reverse, it has hydraulic controls on the left. What's this version of 200? Just another 200. This is the 20B military version, which I didn't realise was in this pack. I think the only difference is it is military green, camo green even, and it goes 21 miles per hour like a multi-power tractor would, but as standard. I don't know what the military would have used this tractor for. As I say, I've not done research before recording this video, but it's a cool thing to have and will definitely go well in Farming Simulator roleplays. And then we have the regular 20B, which was definitely in Farming Simulator 2017. It was with the 135 and the 200 series, I think it is. Yeah, 200 series. I believe it is just the same. Yeah. So there we are. In very quick succession. I do apologise for being so quick, but I did have a lot to look at. So my thoughts on these forts, they were definitely good. It'd be nice if they slowed down a little bit quicker on their own, not too quick but a little bit. I think that's my complaint. The John Deere, no complaints. I don't actually, does it say who made it? I will try and remember to put the credits in the top right as we go through. So, this John Deere, it's fine, it's perfect. I like the fact that they've actually put in the pin and cone system that they carried over from Macro. If the creator of this mod is watching, could you do a Macro reskin and brand it Lizard and put it on console? Please. Request. And then the Industrial Massey Pack. Perfect, love it. One request. Please can we have a digger arm, and like a working digger arm that we can hook up to this, or have it as an option that we can add. If you need a model to base it off, I can send you pictures. I don't know who made this. Who made this? Same person who made the small classics. I'll look up this one. I did remember, but I can't remember who made. Hold on, bear with me. Author Peter J. Oh, of course I should remember that. So yeah, Peter J, if you are watching, please, I know it's probably difficult, you might already be working on it, and this is a very detailed pack as it is, please add a digger arm. I can send pictures and information about it, some pictures of our digger, tell you what model it is, to show you how it was implemented onto the tractors, at least tractors similar to this one. Yeah, it's a very detailed pack. It will go greatly in roleplays. I will definitely be using it in roleplays. But for now, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye bye.